Tonight, 4 in your corner digging deeper into the man accused of shooting a Sanibel police officer during a traffic stop.
This officer, Jared Sissone, is recovering after he was shot in the shoulder during a stop on Periwinkle Way by the suspect, who's been identified by the Florida Department of Law Enforcement as John Hay. Now, Hay was eventually arrested after a shootout with police at a home on Sandcastle Road.
4 in your corner's Lisa Greenberg learning this is not Hay's first run-in with police. She's live outside the home with what else she's found out tonight. Lisa?
Well, Patrick and Amy, the Florida Department of Law Enforcement has spent the entire evening combing this home behind me for evidence. This is where the suspect lives with his parents. Meanwhile, I'm speaking to a woman who knows the officer in this incident. She says he's a good man, a very well-liked man, but it's her encounter with the suspect she says she won't forget.
It was a busy night for the Lazy Flamingo on Sanibel. Business as usual until
just see cops flying down Periwinkle. Customers coming out of the restaurant, they're like, oh, we thought we heard gunshots.
When assistant manager Jennifer Wake heard an officer was shot by a drive-by shooter during a routine traffic stop.
It was crazy. It was just not stuff you see on Sanibel.
But when she turned on the news this morning,
I was like, hey, that guy comes into my work. Like, I know this guy. It's a face that you don't forget.
She says this man, John Hay, the suspected shooter, came in often.
He did give off a weird vibe.
But one incident in particular comes to her mind.
He came in a little intoxicated, gave him a couple more. He got really intoxicated really quick. So I told him, you know, I got to cut you off. I'm not going to serve you any more beer. I was nervous at the time, but he came back and he thanked me, which is really weird to me.
Hay is a man not known well by his neighbors.
I've probably seen him.
I knew of him, yeah. I talked to him a couple of times. Lived with his parents.
But he is known well by Sanibel Police. Since 2006, Hay encountered police 15 times. Less than 2 months ago, a man called saying he's been stalked by Hay, and they didn't know each other. Hay calling law enforcement multiple times over the years, telling police he feels people are watching his home, hacking his computer, and leaving syringes in his lawn.
Very paranoid. That's very scary to me.
Sanibel police say Officer Jared Sissone pulled someone over for a routine traffic stop when Hay drove by and shot him. Police chased him to the Dunes neighborhood. That's where they say Hay fired at them. Hay finally surrendering at his home on Sandcastle Road, where the Florida Department of Law Enforcement is combing for evidence.
6 months from now, we'll be able to say, you know, remember that guy that shot the cop on Sanibel? You know, I don't know if they're going to remember his name, but they're going to know what he did.
Now, I tried to speak with Hay's parents, but when I knocked on the door, no one answered. Meanwhile, he's expected to appear in court tomorrow, and Florida Department of Law Enforcement is still investigating here at the scene. For now, reporting in Sanibel, Lisa Greenberg, Fox 4, in your corner.
All right.